This is the Why I Hate and Love Pickleball podcast. I'm Bill Wong. Today's episode is on serves and returns. I'll start with the story, talk about why it's important, and then my insight. The other day I played on an advanced court at a park in Keller. A high-level friend of mine was supposed to meet me, but he didn't come. Thus, I played with some random players who were all men. During the first game, there were 7 or 8 faults. I'll repeat that. In one game, there were 7 to 8 service faults. Let's assume there's 25 points and each player served 5 times. That's a 15 to 40% service fault percentage. I didn't have any service faults, so all the other players' percentage was actually higher. It was at night and the wind was about 7 or 8 miles per hour with gusts up to 12 miles per hour. And each of the men banged their serves. Sometimes they'd hit a winner, other times they would fault. Now, a good service percentage is less than 7 to 9%, or 1 in 15 or 1 in 11. This is a level where you're not too aggressive and not too passive. Therefore, they were serving at 2 to 6 times below the ideal level, or 200% or 600%. Now, why is this important? The return and the serve are the most important strokes in pickleball. Only the team with the serve can score. The team with the most points win, and you want to win. The returning team has a tactical advantage since one player is at the non-volley zone line. I'll call it the line. The serving team needs to get to the line to neutralize the returning team's advantage, while the returning team needs to increase or press their advantage. When the server faults, it reduces the opportunity to score by 50%. By 50%. In sports, 2 to 3 percentage points separates winning or losing, or excellence versus good. The main point is get your serves in, and don't try to be a hero by hitting winners on your serve, especially on a windy day. At night when it's raining, I drive slower. I can't see as well, and the roads are slippery, and my car is inclined to slide. I don't want to die. I want to be smart. Pickleball is very similar. I need to adjust to the conditions. These guys kept trying to hit these big serves. Sometimes they'd miss, sometimes they wouldn't. I had to focus on calming my frustrations and not let their poor decision-making affect me. So my partner's play affects me both positively and negatively. I wanted to yell, "Please get your serves in." However, I didn't say a word because my experiences have demonstrated that most players' ego prevents them from listening and learning, so I remained silent. Here's my insight. In the 6 or 7 games I played, I had 2 service faults. When I faulted, I was switching ends and I didn't account for the wind. The first time I was serving with the wind into my face, the other side I was serving it to my back, and the ball just flew. The other time, the ball was on the center line and it was called out. The serve is an important building block to winning. When I serve, I target usually the backhand. And I can do that because I spend hours on the court by myself practicing my serves, testing different types of serves, an underhand serve, a top spin serve, a high top spin serve. And I tend to target the backhand, but I do make adjustments as I get more data about a player. On a windy day, I want to put the ball in the middle of the court. If I serve a fault on the prior serve, I really focus on getting the ball just in the center of the box. As I said, the return is equally, if not more important than the serve. In doubles, when I return, I slice my returns. The stroke is very simple, thus there's less to go wrong. And my ball stays low, inducing the player to hit up. And if I've moved toward the non-volley zone line, I can attack a high ball. Now, months ago, I was serving a slice return. It wasn't very effective because it was a diagonal wind, causing my returns to land short. And the returner had time to line up a ball and target my bodies as I approached the net. I I noticed this, and to counter it, I started driving my returns at about 80 to 90% power, which took away their time to set up, and it neutralized their drives. I want to hit deep, penetrating returns. Many of my returns don't come back over because I put them to the weaker side and they're deep. So prior to returning, I take a moment. I consider the situation. I think about my partner and I target. Then I focus only on the serve. If I'm not ready, when the ball's served, I don't return it. I say I wasn't ready. When I do return, I take into account all those factors. In tournament play, I target the weaker player's weaker side. Weaker player's weaker side. In open play, I can target the stronger player because I don't care about winning or losing. I want to get better. The middle of the court is often a good target. It might cause confusion. If my partner has a solid net game, I want to involve them by hitting cross court. If they don't, I'm going to hit down the line to take them out of the equation. How do I actualize this? First of all, I need to adjust to the moment. The conditions, the opponent, the partner, and the score. And I practice. I practice my serves. I'm just do 10 minutes, end up practicing for 40 or 50 minutes, just practicing serves. I take my time. A nice drop when I'm serving, watch the ball to the paddle. If it's a bad drop, I redo it. I have 10 seconds. I plan my serve and my target, but also I target my returns. I watch and assess my opponent's strengths, weaknesses, and tendencies. I'm constantly gathering information. In summary, the returns and the serves are the most important strokes. You treat them like gold. If you can consistently serve 80-mile-per-hour serves and not fault, you should do it. But if you're serving at greater than 9% service fault, you need to pull back and take less risks, especially if you're serving at 40% service faults like these guys were doing. In the long run, it's a losing tactic. See you on the pickleball court.